Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for January 30th. So let's start with looking at the map. No, looking at some data. So today is the number 341st, and there are 126,650 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th. Also, Ukrainian army destroyed 4 Russian tanks and 3 APVs, as well as 4 vehicles and fuel tanks and 1 artillery system. At this point, I would like to ask you to like this video and leave a comment below. Any emoji or any support in the comments will be highly appreciated. Okay, so now I would like to show you a short video of Russian pigs. That will show you. So there are 2 Russian drunks thinking a song, quote, "I am Russian, I am Russian." So let's look at this video. Typical Russians, you know. Okay, so now let's go and look at the map. So in Russia, 3 teenagers were detained for damaging railway tracks in Moscow region. According to FSB, they were recruited via online messenger. Okay. So then, quite interesting news from Iran. So you know that 2 days ago, Israel launched an attack on Iran with drones and I believe missiles as well, and destroyed multiple factories where Iran was making the Shahid drones that were used by Russia in Ukraine to kill Ukrainians. So thanks, Israel. Iran summons senior Ukrainian diplomat over comments on drone strikes. Iran, go fuck yourself. Okay, so let's go back to the map of Ukraine. And, oops. So, in Chernihiv region, Russian army shelled Mykolaievka and in Semenivka as well. And in Sumy region, Russian army shelled Volfene, Pisarivka, and Zapsila of Sumy region, the 3. Now I would like to show you another video of Russian babushka. Let's put it this way, a senior aged lady who basically is yelling at, standing next to some grocery store or something, and yelling, in the US there are a lot of, mentally sick people who are like homeless and walking around, especially in New York and Los Angeles, and they're talking to themselves, and, yelling and screaming. So this one is in Russia, and it's not just, I wouldn't make fun of the person who is just mentally sick, but she's, just listen. Just listen. You are eating over there, and there is a war. War is going on for Russia. War for Russia. And the last noise was motherland. So there was a war for Russia motherland, and while you like sitting and eating over there. So let me. Is she a chicken? Okay. So let's go back to the map and look at Kharkiv region. And let's look at Kharkiv region. So over here, Russian army shell Одноробівка, Червона Зоря, Ветеринарне, Стрілеча, Глибоке, Зелене, Нескучне Тернова, Стариця, Верхня Писарівка, Огірцеве, Вовчанськ, and Budarki of Kharkiv region. A lot of town settlements, all of this. So now let's look at Kupinsk region. And over here, these 5 and these 3 as well. So Новомлинськ, Дворічна, Вільшана, Синківка, Петропавлівка, Піщане, Крохмальне, and Берестове of Kharkiv region. All of these settlements, these 5 and these 3 were shelled by Russian army. And also they shelled Zeleny High and Vishneva, these 2. In Luhansk region, Savatova area, Russian army shelled Novoselivsky, Stelmachivka, and Andriivka, the 3. Moving south, in Kreminna area, Russian army shelled Makiivka, Nevsky, Chernovo-Popivka, Kreminna, and Dubrova of Luhansk region, these 5. And Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Yampolivka of Donetsk region, over here. Now let's go to Bilohorivka area, where Russian army shelled Spirne, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Bilohorivka. Now let's look at the deep state map and see how the front line changed. So let's look at, let's close this one, and let's look at January 29th. So on 29th and then on 30th, Ukrainian army pulled back a little bit over here. As you can see, let's look at it again. But advanced a little bit slightly over here. So the front line is not stable, it changes, and Russian regiments are moving over here. So they're advancing on Bilohorivka. These 2, this is 7th Squad Bards and 7th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade. And also this one, direction of attack of, let's see, 14th Territorial Defense Battalion Prizrak, Luhansk People's Republic, some called, I don't know what is this, so-called republic. So in this area, there is a Georgian battalion fighting for Ukraine, and I have a video of them, and that's gonna be right here. So. Thank you, Georgians.
Давай, перебежками. Перебежками пошел. Давай, пошел. Давай, хлоп. Главное дело, пацаны, хорошо, все, главное дело, давай. Я в порядке. Все целые, так впереди. Чего? Давай, Бара, давай. Стоят? Далеко. Нет, все хорошо. Ты целый? Все нормально. Все, контролируй, чтобы они без нас не ушли. Все нормально. Смотри, дружок, раз справа. Все хорошо. Все, тут стоят. Все хорошо.
Okay, so now let's go to Soledar area, and that's a lot of things happened in Soledar area. So, Russian army shelled Berestove, Bilogorivka, and Rozdolivka. That's all of this. And Ukrainian multiple Russian attacks near Rozdolivka, Vasyukivka, and Krasnogora. In regards of the Soledar, that's from yesterday. PMC Wagner Mercenaries has have captured Blagodatny. That's according to Russian Telegram channels. They also report that the assault detachments of the Wagner PMC are moving south from Blagodatny to Paraskoviivka and Krasnogora. Let me zoom in a little bit. So Paraskoviivka and Krasnogora, Blagodatny. So that's Blagodatny, and that's Paraskoviivka north from Bakhmut. That's Bakhmut over here, and that's Krasnogora. So if they're moving using this road, so they're basically encircling Krasnogora, and the next move will be attacking Bakhmut from the north. Bakhmut is quite, C-shaped circled, as you can see, which is quite scary, but that's war. So according to the Russian war journalists / propagandists, during the fighting, control was established over the two company strongholds of the 4th Battalion of the 46th Detachment and the 1st Battalion of the 77th Detachment of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Violent clashes continue in the vicinity of Paraskoviivka and Krasnogora. At the moment, the armed forces of Ukraine are regrouping forces to hold settlement. On the northern outskirts of Bakhmut, formations of 4 detachments were transferred. Then, according to the deep state map, and this is 29th, so look at the Vasyukivka, and then look right now. So that's they advanced to the north from Vasyukivka, and let me zoom in a little bit here. So near Bakhmut, 29th and 30th. Oh, come on. So they are closing up on Bakhmut here, all of this. PMC Wagner 57th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade and 2017's Airborne Regiment, and also 106th Parachute Regiment. So, okay, now I would like to show you a video of Azov Battalion of Ukraine, of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. So that's gonna be right here. Come on. Oh no. Okay, it's working. They're driving through the mud. That's a 5-minute video. I'm not gonna show the entire video to you, but let me know in the comments if you want longer videos. But that's basically in the middle of the fighting. And for those who wants to ask, instead of fighting, they're recording the video. No, that's a GoPro on the body cam, or a GoPro on the helmet. So that records automatically. Okay, I'm gonna stop because it's like 5 minutes. But let me know if you want me to show you like longer videos like this one, or if you want this video like in full. Leave a comment as well. So let's go back to the map and look at Bakhmut area. So over here, Russian army shelled Bakhmut, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Bakhmut, Chernobylets over here, and Klishchiivka. So even though Klishchiivka is under Russian control according to live UI map, the fighting continues for Klishchiivka. So now let's okay, Russian Telegram channels report that the Wagner group storms the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine and the National Guard of Ukraine on the eastern outskirts of Novobakhmutivka and where is it? And near the meat processing plant. During the fighting, the National Guard of Ukraine detachments were driven out of the settlement. That's according to Russian propagandists. So that's not entirely 100% correct information. So, and this happened over here. So that's Novobakhmutivka. Okay. Also, Russian army shelled Dulivka, Druzhba, and New York. And where is it? Let's go back a little bit here. So do you see this Chervone and Stupochki towns, the small villages? So that's far from the front line, far from Bakhmut. And besides Bakhmut, there is also a huge agglomeration of Chasiv Yar. But Russian Telegram channels report that Russian troops are pushing through the defense of the armed forces of Ukraine on Bakhmut direction towards Chervone and Stupochki. Quite far, but like where they're holding the defense of the units of 3rd Brigade and 116th Brigade. As a result of the artillery strike on the deployment point of the 16th Brigade, more than a dozen Ukrainian soldiers were killed. That's also according to Russian Telegram channels. They also report that part of the personnel of 116th Brigade of Ukrainian Armed Forces refused to perform combat missions. Refused to really. How do they First, how do they know? Second, if they what do they smoke really? Where did they get this information anyway? Detachment of the Arabic-speaking mercenaries were deployed to Chervona to prepare the line of defense. They're definitely smoking something. That's, okay, I have a couple of videos from Bakhmut. So let's go to the top. So first, two photos. This is Wagner mercenaries that got imprisoned by Ukrainian soldier. Look at them. Look at Ukrainian warrior. Like really, that's and these three are the prisoners of war now. They are imprisoned, and that's another photo. 5 Wagner mercenaries. Look at their shoes. Look at their clothes. They look like civilians. It's I don't know what they like. Why did they come to Ukraine? Okay, so the video is this one. So he's saying that the day in Bakhmut starts as the day in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, obviously. So he became the soldier in 2021. I'm not gonna make you watch the entire video, but I'm gonna click here in the to show you the distractions.
Зараз в цьому напрямку проти нас
And let's see somewhere here.
просто робить свою роботу. Ось таке у нас.
Let's wait until it
У мене
loads.
там вже пулемет клинив. Сили на фронті мені дає моя родина, яких я оберігаю, неважливо.
Okay, the energy, he just said that the energy that he has to the motivation is given from the thoughts about his family that love him and believe in him. So and one more video from Bakhmut as well. That's right here, 27 seconds.
Та похуй, блядь!
Sorry, 51 seconds.
Пацани! Я вийду!
That's a poor resolution, but it is what it is. Okay, so now let's look at Toretsk. And yeah, I mentioned that Russian army shelled Dulivka, Druzhba, and New York. So Russian telegram channels report that Ukrainian command is waiting for the activation of the units of the armed forces of Russia in Dulivka over here. And sabotage groups of the Ukrainian army with helicopters, are conducting reconnaissance of the areas of advancement of Russian troops along the front line in this area. So now let's go to Marinka area, which is a little bit south. Nothing significant happened in Avdiivka area. So in Marinka, where's Marinka? In Marinka area, Russian army shelled Kurakhova and Novomykhailivka. And in Kurakhova, that's the photo of the result of shelling. That's, as you can see, the Russian army continues to strike at civilian infrastructure. That's another photo. And another one. And another one. Look at this apartment complex. That's a backyard, a car with no windows. Look at this building. Okay. So now I have a video from Marinka, and that's gonna be, no, not video, but photos. So that's the level of destruction. So Marinka is quite wiped out because of Russians. Look at the building, look at the craters from the shelling. And all these buildings, they're gone. The entire blocks of buildings. Look, it's terrible. And yeah, so look, everything is wiped out. It's like post-apocalyptic. Everything is wiped out. That's Russians will definitely pay for that. I'm sure. Okay, you saw this one. Okay, now let's look at Volodar area. And in Volodar area, Russian army shelled Bogoyavlenka, Volodar, Neskучne, Velika Novosілка, Vremivka, and Novopil of Donetsk region. All of these 6 towns. Then in Zaporizhia region, Russian army shelled all of this. Полтавка, Малинівка, Червоне, Гуляйполе, Чарівне, Новоданилівка, Оріхів, and Новоандріївка of Zaporizhia region. And in Dnipropetrovsk region, in Dnipropetrovsk city, Dnipro city, uh, explosions were reported over here. And let's look at Nikopol, where Russian army shelled Nikopol over here. And in Kherson region, Russian army shelled Kherson city and its outskirts, a lot of towns, like suburbs of the Kherson city. And President Zelensky, together with Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, visited Mykolaiv city of Mykolaiv region today. So that's quite close to the front line for the leader of European Union country and NATO member country. That's good. And I have photos of this meeting. So let's look at, where is it? Not photos but video. They visited the hospital, visited wounded warriors, Ukrainian warriors, hospitalized. Look at her eyes. Look at, like, she's really impressed with what she's seeing. Look at her, the Prime Minister of Denmark. Okay, that's it for today. I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel and click on like, and also there will be a few recommendations of the videos. Check it out, it's gonna be in the corners, right here, here, and here. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.